Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with this video, man, talking about. I actually want to talk about a little bit about, about the civil rights movement and actually what it actually really represented. And I'm actually going to talk about how the civil rights movement, how it was actually not really the movement that we should have been going after anyway. Because when I've been doing, as I've been doing research, right, I do understand that it has been 50 years since the ancestor Dr. Martin Luther King, was actually assassinated, taken away from us over 50 years ago. But see, what I've been doing the research as of lately, right, one of the things I've also noticed about the civil rights movement, the civil rights movement was actually a farce, right? And I'm actually going to go out here and say this though, right? You know what I'm saying about Dr. King, right? I like the radical Dr. King, not the integrationist Dr. King. You feel me? Because see, when Dr. King, when he woke up when it was too late. Because Dr. King, he was boule, and he was a 32nd degree Mason, and then the civil rights movement was actually financed by the international bankers, and also too, Dr. King was a communist. And what they were trying to do through all of these black organizations, they were trying to push communism through these black organizations. Now, mind you, I will say, do I agree with the Black Panthers? Absolutely. What else? The Nation of Islam, of course, I totally agree with that, because they were the real true organization when they, with Prophet Noble Drew Ali of the Mossad Temple fell, and the UNIA fell of Marcus Messiah Garvey. Peace to him. Peace to Prophet Noble Drew Ali and Marcus Messiah Garvey. But see, one of the things about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad movement, they was a real great movement of the Nation of Islam. And see, the government found that to be a very, they found that to be a real big threat, because the teachers of the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was waking up the masses of our people. So what they did was they started the whole entire civil rights movement. They created the civil rights movement for real to counteract the Nation of Islam, because they was out there saying the white man is the devil. And they did not want none of the information to get out there. So that was when they brought on Dr. King, and they brought on Rosa Parks, and a lot of these people, they are nothing but boule members anyway. They are boule members, and they 32nd degree Masons. And a lot of these organizations, if not all of them, they actually are financed by Jewish people, just like the NAACP was financed by Jewish money. The whole entire civil rights movement was financed by Jewish money. But once Dr. King broke the protocol, that was when they took him out. So Dr. King, he was a communist, and he was a boule member. So that whole entire movement of the civil rights movement, to a degree, you might as well say it definitely was a farce, because the civil rights movement, it helped of the immigrants benefit much more than the so-called African American, and they were trying to, they used Dr. King to push this whole entire integrationist mindset upon our people, when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was the one talking about we need to separate. So when it come down to Dr. King wasn't the man who we thought he was. And mind you, Dr. King, this man, Dr. King, come to find out, he was a big time adulterer. And what else, man? Like Dr. King, yeah, like I said, he was a big time adulterer. He was cheating on Coretta Scott King a whole lot. And as I said, when I look at that movement of the civil rights movement, it was financed by people who don't look like us. They were trying to counteract of us being separated from our enemies. But instead, they wanted us to make it seem like that we were getting racial equality by us integrated into this society. But that was when Dr. King woke up and he said, I'm afraid I may have integrated my people into a burning house. So what does that tell you? That whole entire movement, even when it came down to Dr. King, was a farce. I hate to say it, but he was a fraud until he woke up. Because he up there taking pictures with these people, financing this whole entire movement, when the movement was a farce, and all these people were boule members. You understand where I'm coming from? And I will say, do your due diligence to do the research. Do the research on what I'm telling you. Look this up. He was a communist, and he was a boule. In the civil rights movement, it was actually a big time farce, because it had us believing that we were being integrated into a society, and look what it's turned into. We are catching hell under integration. We are catching a lot of hell dealing with these people under integration. And that is the exact reason why I'm telling y'all to separate from your enemy, because it's not working. So I had to come to y'all with this video, man. Share thoughts up on it, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need of y'all to hear the subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And it's your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.